I think when you date a woman with kids, it's like forced polyamory, it's forced polygamy, because now you even have another man in your life that can dictate emotions and dictate policy with that woman. So, for example, let's say me and this woman, we're going to get ready to go to Hawaii. And me and her going to pack our bags. And then her baby daddy call and say, hey, I'm not watching so-and-so, or I'm not going to do this, or something happened. That man can change the direction of a trip. He can change the direction of her mood. There's times where I've seen it where, oh, I just got off on my baby daddy, I'm upset. Like, he can change things in your household. You could be talking about another man on a Friday night instead of you talking about what you guys are going to get ready to do.
That's some bullshit.
And you know what's so interesting about that? That's my dog. I didn't even know he was on that podcast because I actually shot some episodes with him.
That's
Wait, what was he basically saying though?
I shot.
He
some
had a
episodes
good point
with him
though.
when I shot that when I went down to Virginia to shoot.
What was his point though? Really?
He was basically saying that it's difficult to date women with kids because the father of those kids can then also control the dynamics of the relationship depending on how it is that he participates in her life.
I disagree because you don't make it about the. See, this is where people go up wrong. You don't listen. She's gonna have a relationship with the father of the child. She should have a relationship. She should. You should not try to mess that up. But you don't make it about little Day-Day or little Portia. You don't throw the football and give her a little tea and all that stuff. You date the mom. You don't date the kid. So the mom can have her aunt, her mother, somebody do it, but you can't. That sounds like someone crying over a single mother. She's got her child comes first. I'm sorry, guys, that's how it works. Her child comes first, but the relationship with the baby's father comes first because if y'all had a child I'm not trying to be team women here, but this is not a good one. That sounds like some sucker shit, Anton, because he's crying and complaining. That comes with the territory. That comes with the territory.
When you're dating someone with kids, it's like a package deal. Let's be honest. Because let's say if I was a man, right? A woman that has care of her kids in her household, I can't just go on a random trip with this chick. She needs a babysitter if she can find one. If I want to take her on a date, she has to find a babysitter. Let's say she has an effed up baby daddy and I'm taking her on a trip. This baby daddy can just call her the day she's leaving. Hey, I can't watch him, and change up the whole plans. He gave good examples on how a baby daddy can kind of change the dynamic of the relationship in case that woman doesn't have family members at all that can help.
Do we have real life examples of that on the panel? Any single baby mothers that have their man's fucking shit up?
I have experience. Not like that.
Hold on. Go ahead, Jasmine.
So I've had experiences with, I say, two men. And there are a lot of men who feel like they would rather the children's father not be in the picture. Because to them, it less complicates it for them. They don't have to worry about the child's father intervening. Let's even speak down to disciplining. They don't have to deal with the father intervening. They don't have to deal with, just like what Island just said, he could at the last minute be like, I can't keep the kids. I've seen that happen, not with me personally, but I have had other female friends where their children's father purposely canceled just because. So I've heard,
dick tonight.
How in my personal experience, I won't say his name. If he sees this, he'll know who he is. But we were talking and he ended, there were a few other reasons, but we ended it was a situationship. We weren't even together, but he ended it primarily because one, he knew my kid's father and he felt like that was going to be an issue for him later on. So he exited stage left. Now, don't let me mention this. He spent the block because what he said he didn't want, he ended up with in the long run with someone else. So he spent the block. But initially, his issue was it's much easier if your kid's father wasn't in the picture.
No, you know what the kid. Okay, you know what. Okay, it's not like you meet her and we're going on a trip. So don't act like you don't know the relationship between her and her father, because you're gonna run into that and you're gonna see that before time. So you're gonna be smart enough to not these. And I hate to say, like, these are the ones you just knock. You just facing the pillow ass up in the air. I don't want to be the daddy. I just want to have you call me dad. So you just want to smash. because you know what's going to deal what you're dealing with the other person. So if you know what you're dealing with, you just smash that single mother, but you don't take her on no trip knowing that someone's going to throw salt in your game. And your man, you guys did right.
But how would you know that? Like, when I hear about these stories about baby mamas and baby daddies, they're so unpredictable. You don't know how that person might show up. You can be on a date. I can be on a date with you, and then your baby mama calls and say, "Come get your child." You're gonna have to go.
You have to realize we have these conversations about what it should look like, and it shouldn't look like this at all. There shouldn't be step people mingling. It should be like, no, it shouldn't be like this. We're trying to make sense of something that shouldn't be. We shouldn't have to deal with blending two families and what that looks like. But we talk about that shit all the time, what it looks like perfectly, and it doesn't.
Like the Brady Bunch type shit? You mean that kind of
no, just like blending. We always talk about like what it looks like. We're just supposed to do blending families, and we trying to make sense of nonsense. You're not supposed to. Wasn't supposed to be that way.
Only supposed to be with one person. That the person we end up having sex with, that's who we supposed to initially be with.
He's absolutely right though. He's absolutely right. The norm is supposed to be to where it's not supposed to be to where you have to get blended families and all of that other type of stuff. He's absolutely right. I think he's absolutely right.
Things happen.
No.
Yeah, they do. I know.
No.
Bad decisions about women fucking some ain't shit dude. She know he ain't shit. She fucks him, gets pregnant, and realizes he ain't shit. So what's she supposed to do? Sit and not date again and not go out and not meet?
She was never supposed to get pregnant in the first place.
That's women for you. That's women for you.
But that's not a things happen type of thing. That's not a mistake. That's intentional.
That's a choice. That's a choice.
Correct. So it's not a things just happen type of situation. The reality is that if you get into a relationship with a chick that got small kids, you marry her, you married to him and her and them kids.
The package.
Is it what about Vanessa Bryant? Is that
you married to him, her, and the kids? That's
Vanessa don't have to worry about blending no relationship because Kobe out the picture. What you mean?
This is what I know for sure. If I was to ever get divorced, right, and she's already agreed to this, like she already know what's up. Like, what happens if I ever get divorced and you ever talk to another guy? Shit. What? Yeah, you laughing, but what happens? It's mine for life.
What?
What? That's my box for life. That's my pussy for life forever.
Oh,
then why would you get a divorce?
Fuck.
Let's be clear. If you ever decide that you wanted to, like, that's mine.
How?
What do you mean?
He said so. Period.